Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm checking out this Denza D9. This is a front-wheel drive variant. Right now, let's quickly go through the car. This is positioned as a luxury MPV, which is competes against the Toyota Alphard. Okay, because you can see the exterior styling, right, is actually a little bit inspired by the Toyota Alphard, but it's a very handsome looking face in my opinion. Now let's dive into the headlight cluster first. Now it has two LED projected headlights together with the daytime running light, and as you can see, the details right here is a very typical luxury car kind of design, and there's a Denza name on the side of the headlights, which gives it a premium look. And this is the front grille of the Denza D9. Pretty much identical to the Alphard, but of course you can still see some design characteristic from Denza, which is the straight line of the front grille, and this is the Denza logo. So it looks like somebody with a blue tie, very special. Down there, there's a radar cruise control. This comes with a full active safety features, including the adaptive cruise control with stop and go function. Down here, I presume this is fog lights, LED fog lights. There's a front parking sensors, and there's some vents right here, but these are meant to be aesthetic because they are fully blocked, so they are not functional in that sense. And this color is a dark blue color, which looks very nice into my eyes. For the rims, this being a luxury MPV, so they are giving an 18-inch tire measured in 235/60 R18. It's an okay size tire for MPV, because MPV most likely they want to target for more comfort oriented buyers and passengers. So if they give it 20-inch, the ride will be a little bit more harsher. So it's a good move that Denza gives it an 18-inch tires. So as you can see, the windshield glass house is very huge, so it provides the better visibility from the interior. As you can see, there's a very big triangular windows, and the side mirrors are mounted on the doors. Right here, there's a puddle light as well as a 360 side camera, very complete. And here's the side profile of the Denza D9. So the length is almost around 5 meters. It's a very long MPV, and I think it's slightly longer than the Toyota Alphard, the new generation, as well as the previous gen. And you get keyless entry for both front doors. This is the button to operate the power door. They have both sides as well as power boot, so it's very complete. Front and rear, you get disc brakes, and the suspension you can expect from a Chinese car makers. All are finished in a very sophisticated suspension system, but mind you, this is not running on those adaptive damping system. This is just a passive suspension. You can check it out my test drive video to see how this car performs under some critical driving conditions. Do check it out. This is just a pure walk around video of the Denza D9 front wheel drive. So here's the rear look. Now the boot is open, so I will show you later. Now let's look at the details of the pillars. Here you have some silver and metallic trims kind of garnishing to give it a very luxury looking. And there's a gloss black pillars to even further enhance the luxury feel. So one more look from the front. Now let's check out the interior, shall we? So get in and out of the car, you need to stretch a bit because there's no handle right here for ease ingress and egress, and the step is rather tall. Right here you get a power seat together with 4-way lumbar supports. Very supportive seats. Right here there's a small part right here to put your smart tag or your coins, and it's covered with felt. Typical luxury car features. So it's running on Dyne Audio premium sound system, and the door pockets are rather okay, and the molding lines are not sharp. So here's the door panel, you can see. Now let's close the door. Very solid doors, as you can see right here. These are soft touch leather together with some stitchings, and the door handle. Let's take a look on the operation. When you open it, actually it goes back in a very elegant manner. As you can see, very slow motion. And this car also comes with vacuum door for the front. This is something that you only can get in the S-Class, and even a Toyota Alphard doesn't offer this with half of the million price tag. For this variant, you only can get one color option of the seat, is this brown leather seats. Only the full spec comes with full Napa leather. As you can see, there's some perforated section right here. All four windows are double glazed, which means it's a double layer glass, so it improves in the soundproofing. Here is a central lock. Here is to control the side mirrors. And now let's look at the dashboard section. The dashboard is very long, expected for a luxury MPV. Here's the steering wheel, manually adjusted, tilt and telescopic, complete. And the meter cluster right here is similar to the BYD family, something like a sea lion kind of interface, just that the icons right here is in a Denza D9. Right here you get a tire pressure monitoring system, so and so forth. Signal is on the right stop, okay? It has automatic headlights. And the aircon vents right here, very huge in terms of the surface, so it can blow your interior quite faster because this car is very huge. Dashboard is very soft. This part is hard plastic, so it's a smart move to cut costs on this kind of section. Things that you touch, it must be soft touch. Things that you do not reach, you just give it hard plastic, is totally fine. So right here, this is the adaptive cruise controls buttons. Okay, support stop and go, and those usual function that you can find in BYD is present here. One thing that this car loses compared to the BYD is it doesn't have a rotate screen, because this is market for luxury segment, something like Zeekr 009, Mercedes-Benz V-Class, or the Toyota Alphard and Railfire. Okay, so this is your Bluetooth telephone, so and so forth, and different modes. And right here is your car's info. You can adjust the headlights, ambient lighting. You have a lot of colors. You can adjust the brightness, and you can off it totally. Front, rear, starring, dynamic, multicolor. Rhythm ambient means if you open up the music, the ambient light will follow the lyrics to pulse the color. There's a dome light. You can actually open it at the front main screen, and you can off it on. I'll leave it on because I need lighting. So it's a pretty easy to use interface. If you experience BYD system, this is somewhat around that. And right here you get dual zone climate controls. This is to control your fan speed, so and so forth. And you get some widgets, and it supports Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it's wireless. Built-in Spotify system, navigation, so and so forth. So here you get aircon vents, very large in surface. Right here is something like a Mercedes-Benz open pore wood kind of texture. At least it gives the interior a little bit more ambience. Right here you get a 50-watt Qi wireless charging, and this is the crystal gear knob. You need to press to operate the gears. Here you can manually on and off the air conditioning unit. This is to open the power door for the left and right, and this is your power boot. This is for your auto hold, parking sensors, and this is to set your regenerative braking. So we have high and standard. So this is to change the theme of the meters. So this is a driving mode. There's 3 driving modes right here. You can get Eco, Normal, and Sport. Here's the battery percentage. In 95% of charge, you can travel 574 km, but it's depending on your driving style. 2 cup holders, and it's rubberized, well thought of, and the armrest is very wide. rather shallow right here, but it's rubberized as well. There's a glove box. Deep down very slow and it's covered with felt. So here's the touch sensitive reading light. And here you can open up the sunroof. So it has dual sunroof, something like Alpha and Wildfire. Here you get a sun visor with venting mirror with a light, and this is one of the largest sun visor that you can find in the business. This is the frameless rear view mirror, but it still comes with manual dimming. I would appreciate if this one is auto dim. This is to house the ADAS system. Overall, I think the driver compartment amenities is worth the pricing of this car, because even a Toyota Alpha that's worth $500,000 doesn't have this much nice feeling leather as well as the specs. And the footwell is very spacious, and there's a left footrest right there, so you can rest your feet. Down here there's a big hole right here which you can store your handbag and whatnot. Now let's open the doors. So this one has the vacuum door, whereby if the doors are not closed tight, it will automatically vacuum for you. So this is one of the features that not many owners will realize. Now because the middle row got person, so I'm just checking out the boot first. So as you can see, this boot is very huge, so you need to take note if you are parked in something like a mid-valley or somewhere pyramid. Here is a taillight cluster. It's a full LED system, looks very premium. Denza D9 EV. To pop open, you need to have a button underneath the N and Z badge. So down here there's some storage space to store your charging cables, and even the third row seat is in the, let me adjust, in the most maximum position. You still can put a lot of luggage, because this is one of the weakness for most MPV, whereby when the third row seat is up, right, here you get limited room to store your luggage, but from my eyes I think you can fit 5 to 6 luggages here, which is very nice. And right here you can manually adjust the position, and you can fold down the seat as well. So now let's get to the middle row seat. Before I go up, you need to take note on the step because it's rather high up. So you need to grab this handle in order to get into the middle row seats. So this is the seat of the base variant. This is not the full spec variant, so you get this seat with the brown combination. And right here you get a 50-watt wireless charging, well thought of, because I think this is the best position to put a wireless charging. And right here you still get a Type-C charging port. Very nice. Now let's get into the second row and close the power door. Even as you can see, even the second row you get a lot of nice material on the power door. As you can see, the Dyne audio cover is finished in some laser cutting technology, which you only can find in Mercedes-Benz's Burmester sound system. And right here you still get a very subtle ambient lighting and some open pore wood design. And right here you get a manual blind in case you need more privacy. Now let's talk about the seat first. Let's look at the controls right here. All are finished in touch screen via screen right here, but you still get some physical buttons. For example, you need to adjust the seat back and the seat position. Okay, so let's quickly go through the screen. You swipe up to unlock the screen. So here are the functions that you can adjust. You can adjust music, okay, radio, seats. You can adjust the footrest, seat back and seat position. You can slide to your much preferred seating position, and you have a boss key right here. And for the front wheel drive, this variant, right, you only get massage seat for the middle row. For the full spec, the 300,000 one, you get for the front seats. So these are the notable difference. Ventilation, you get seam ventilation as well. Okay, so you get a fridge. You can set the temperature, as you can see. it syncs with the temperature meter at the center console. So you get cooling, fresh keeping, heating, so and so forth. And you also can press right here and the fridge will automatically pops out. So in China there is a saying that this kind of MPV, right, you get a fridge, a big sofa and a big screen. This is a very standard feature that the China MPV will have. It's rather spacious. You can put a lot of things. Maybe you can put your banana inside also. So there's a lot of things that you can play with. So let me adjust that to my preferred sitting position because I need to try out the third row seats. So let me pull it back. Okay, so I need to show you this one first. So this is the tray right here. You can do your working here and eat your McDonald's, and it has a dedicated slot for the phone and the drinks. So it's very well thought of design, and the hinges right here are very solid. Okay, it will not break easily, and you get it for both sides. 2 cup holders, and right here is a magazine holder. So right here is window controls, and at the middle row you still get double layer glass. Okay, it's a very nice features, and it gets automatic in both directions. And you can manually lock and unlock. So I need to demonstrate the third row seat for you. So before I do that, here you get a tray to put your items or your cup. Yeah, you can hide it. So now let's go to the third row seat, shall we? And the headrest right here, you get a Mickey Mouse, so in case you want to sleep inside the car, you can hold your head. And the center tunnel is quite spacious for me to go behind. So right here, even though the front middle row seat is adjusted a bit backward, but I still can slot my feet underneath the seat, and I get about 1 feet of leg room, and you get some storage space to put your magazines. And the amenities right here is not bad. You get a Type-C port, 2 cup holders, speakers, and this armrest is soft touch. How good is that? And here is your ambient lighting, and you get your dedicated air conditioning vents and your reading lights, something like an aeroplane. And here you get a grip handle, and it's finished in a soft touch material. So for the third row seat, it's best to sit 2 adults and 1 kid at the center. And you get armrest right here.
It's kind of tight. What do you expect? Have you sit in our Volvo at the back?
So here's a panoramic sunroof.
Sit at the back, right?
So I would say the seat bench for the third row seat are also quite nice, and the seat base are not too low, so you can definitely sit this for a long journey trips, I can guarantee. And so the central armrest, there's no cup holders, it's for you to rest your hands. So this is what I sit as a middle passenger. Very spacious interior. Luckily they make it beige, so it can give the interior a very spacious feeling. So to close it, just press. One more show for the vacuum door. So yeah, this is my walk around video of this Denza D9 front wheel drive. And if you have any comments regarding to this car, whether you like it or not, you can comment down below, let me know. And if you're interested in the Denza D9, do come over to KL Bay Sungai Besi to check out the cars, or any other Denza dealers that is nearest to your location. So be sure to subscribe my channel, like and share my videos if you like my walk around series. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers!